Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good day, good night, good everything. In this session, I'm going to talk about 25 dumb things that I really should be ashamed to admit. I should be. Number one, I actually baked grits one time. But not on purpose. Here's the deal. And this was a long time ago, so don't say nothing. I actually you all know how you have your containers and then you have the flour, then the meal, then the sugar in different containers. But for some reason, I accidentally put the grits where I normally put the meal. So I thought I was mixing cornbread, right? So I kind of knew when I was mixing it was looking a little off, but I just told myself I don't even really make cornbread that often. So I said, well, maybe, hey, whatever. So I put it in the oven, and it didn't really turn out very well. I kept watching it, and it was like doing some bubbling type stuff. And then by the time I pulled it out, it looked like I had baked some concrete that wanted to fall apart, but it couldn't quite fall apart. So yes, that was kind of dumb thing. Number one that I should be ashamed to admit. Number two, I changed my voicemail one time to Spanish because I actually had been thinking about getting a new phone number at that time, but I didn't want a new number. So I said, okay, well, the people who I don't really want to talk to, I'm just going to change my voicemail to Spanish. And so if they call, they'll think they have the wrong number. But the problem was that I didn't understand enough Spanish to be able to check my messages. So it would tell me to press something for something for something. And I couldn't. I couldn't check my messages. I couldn't do anything. So I had to call my friend who speaks Spanish and give him my password and ask him to change my voicemail back to English. Yep, kind of went down like that. Kind of dumb. Number three. Now, I feel like I'm not the only person who's done this. But this was like in my first apartment. My second apartment. When I had a dishwasher, y'all. Because my first apartment, I didn't have a dishwasher. I was a dishwasher. My second apartment, after I got the military, I had a dishwasher. And I thought that all dishwashing detergents were created equal. So I looked at the Joy that was 99 cents and the Cascade that was like $3.99, and I decided my broke self gonna get this dishwashing detergent and use it as dishwashing liquid. No. If you have ever wondered if you can use the dishwashing detergent that you use in the sink in the actual dishwasher, the answer is no. But I will tell you, I had the cleanest floors I know I had the cleanest floors in my apartment building, because by the time I had to get up all those suds off of my floor, that floor was spick and span and quite slippery. But my apartment smelled good. It smelled like straight lemon. Number four, and this is hashtag true story. I cannot remember like horizontal from vertical. I don't know why. And it makes no sense. Literally every time I need to know which one is which, I have to look it up. But I just can't remember which way is horizontal and then which way is vertical. Number five. Okay, so here's the deal. My eyebrow was gashed one time. The lady was waxing it and she was trying to clean it up, and then I ended up with like this gash right across it. So I filled it in because I teach school and I find a way to make one. And I was kind of tired of looking at that gash, so I decided that I was going to use a Sharpie. And if you don't know what a Sharpie is, it is a permanent marker. it ain't really permanent. You can eventually wipe it out. But I needed it not to, because my skin kind of oily. I didn't want to use the other one because I feel like this grease on my face would just melt that other one. So I drew in I drew in a few fake whiskers up there. And one of my students all up in my face talking about, what's wrong with your eyebrow, miss? I said, if you don't sit down and mind your business and get my paper done. Thank you. Number 6. This was my freshman year in college, though. I gave a speech, y'all. I think it was in my history class. I was so nervous that I had to put my note cards down. Like, my hands were shaking so bad that I couldn't hold my note cards. So I just kind of had to wing it. And I was so nervous that when I looked out, I kept trying to look out. You know how they tell you to look at your audience, blah, blah, blah. And I was sweating so bad and my heart was pounding so bad. But when I looked at them, everybody had their head down like this. I think they just felt sorry for me. But I was like, yeah. Embarrassing. Number 7. Dumb thing, but, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Okay, so, and you can't, some of y'all can't talk. I, one time, had on a clip-on ponytail, right? It was all cute and everything, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't as stable as I needed it to be. And by then I had gotten to work. And I told you I was in the classroom. I can't have my hair falling out in front of my students because I would end up all up on every video upload in America. So it was just, it wasn't, you know, I just kept feeling like when I turned my head that it was going to come out. So, and I didn't have any bobby pins. So, however, because, you know, the teacher we got other stuff, I did have some paper clips. And yes, I did reshape those paper clips. And I pinned that bad boy down so good, y'all. I could have ran up and down all three flights of those stairs and that bad boy wouldn't have come loose. And I'm glad it didn't, because it probably would have left a puncture wound in my brain. Number 8. My dog has a full government name. He's sitting beside me now. He has a full government name. His first name is Cleophas. His last name is, well, his middle name is Alexander. So it's Cleophas Alexander. But I do call him Leo for short. I only call him Cleophas Alexander when he's in trouble. Number 9. I am completely directionally challenged. It means nothing to me when you say north on something. Drive north, go south, southeast. And I was in the military. Let me tell y'all something. My angel was with me. I guarantee you that. Because every time I had field training and they gave me that compass and they set me out there, it was nothing but the grace of God that got me back to where I was supposed to be. Because I had no clue. I'm looking at the compass. And what, like, stay still. I don't know what this arrow doing. Are you telling me to go left? Are you telling me to go right? It ain't really helping me because I don't even know where I am and I don't even know where I'm supposed to be. So, yeah, I'm directionally challenged. Another dumb thing that I kind of should be ashamed to admit. Here's the deal. If you see me in public and I have a purse, you do not need to even think about robbing me. You know why? Because there's nothing in my purse. My purse is full of useless junk. Unless you need to grease your lips. Yes, I did say grease because I told you I had some country in me. If you don't need, unless you got chapped lips or a runny nose, or what else is in there? Old receipts. Like, literally, there's absolutely nothing in my purse of value. Not even loose change. So you apparently just want the bag because you won't get nothing in it. Number 11. Dumb thing that I kind of should be ashamed to admit. This one I'm kind of embarrassed by it, but apparently not all the way because I haven't stopped. I will run errands in the clothes that I worked out in. Sometimes if I haven't really worked out too hard, like I've been doing mainly weights, you don't really sweat that bad. You can go someplace and people don't wonder what's going on if this is your normal. But sometimes, like if I've run a long distance, I'll walk up in there and I don't make eye contact with anybody, y'all, because I just tell myself, you kind of know your situation right now. You smell like war room. So I just but I don't want to come home, take a shower, get dressed, and then go back out. So I try to, if it's because it's early in the morning, why you out there and why you inhaling? So if you notice something, just know you can tell by how I'm dressed. I just came from the gym. I don't just do that for no reason. Number 12. I had one hairy armpit once. Here's the deal. I had an allergic reaction to some deodorant, right? But for some reason, it really just really impacted that right armpit. Like it was just raw. So I couldn't shave it. But this one was shaved. So every now and then I would forget and I would have on like a short sleeve shirt and I would raise my hand and then I would remember and then I would put my hand down and then raise the other one because I had I had some Afro puff stuff rocking up under here. Sorry. 13. And I don't feel like I'm the only one who's done this. And I've actually done it more than once. I have put my hand in the garbage disposal. I do not know why. I don't know why. I think I was trying to figure out like if it was like a sharp blade or what was going on. But reflex is something else because as soon as I turned it on, I snatched my hand out real fast. So I really couldn't tell you what type of blade it is. And then the second time I did it again because I wanted to know. But I pulled it out before then. Maybe I need to stick something else in there and try to figure it out besides my hand. Because I prefer to have all 5 of my fingers. Dumb thing number 14. This was my first apartment. So it's been a long time. My first apartment, fresh out of the Air Force. I was held hostage in my apartment by a frog. I opened because I was in college, I was in undergrad. I opened my door to get ready to go to class, and there was this big angry looking frog there, right? And I closed my door. And so I was banging on the door, thinking I was going to scare him off, and I opened it again, and he's sitting there looking like, what? And so I closed my door again, and I'm just kicking it. I'm thinking, surely he's going to leave. So I opened it again. He didn't move. Like, straight up, like he was trying to come up in my place. So I started throwing stuff at him, like candles, random things. That joker did not move. So finally, my neighbor, God bless his soul, and I hadn't even been in that apartment like a week. He probably thought they had let loose some psycho to live next to him. But he heard all the commotion and came out, and he asked me if I was okay. And I was like, well, I'm kind of trying to get this frog out of my way. And he picked it up. He was like, oh, this little thing? And he picked it up and like was trying to show it. Look, dude. Now, I want us to be friends since you picking up nasties and I might need you later, but don't put that thing in my face. So yes, I was held hostage in my apartment by a frog. 15, and this is, don't laugh at this because I'm so serious. So if we ever hanging out, know that I feel some type of way about you. But I get like big mad when people eat my food. Like, I'm for real. Like if we out and You say, "Ooh, can I taste?" I be thinking, man, come on, now you got all that food on your plate. I'll let you, but I don't like it. So, yeah, I know that's kind of dumb, and I should be ashamed to admit it. But I be feeling just some kind of way when you messing with my food. Cause when I eat, I'm hungry. I don't eat for no reason. I'm hungry. Number 16. This is when I worked at this doctor's office, urgent care center. I literally called in tired one day for work. Like, the office manager answered, and I told her I wasn't able to come in, and she said, "Oh, are you sick?" And I said, "No, I'm tired." Like, straight out of my mouth, I'm tired. I was already aggravated with him. I want to say, I'm tired of, yeah, I'm sick, and yeah, I'm sick and tired. But I said, I'm tired. And I think she probably was a little shocked. So she said, "Okay, well, get some rest." I said, "Okay, I'll be in tomorrow." I'll be in tomorrow. 17. Ooh, my best friend's gonna watch this, so it is what it is. I was actually on the phone with her one day, y'all. It's been a while back, and I was turning my house upside down, and I commented, I was like, I'm about to tear my house up, and she asked me what I was looking for, and I was just about to say I was looking for my phone, because I really was looking for my phone that I'm talking to her on. Sometimes it don't go from the left to the right. Sometimes it go from the left and it go out and it don't come back. Don't make no sense. 18. My real laugh is more like a random it's more like a random outburst, and then I follow it by a more acceptable laugh. That's kind of how it works. It's like open up, spit out, giggle, giggle. 19. Dumb thing. I had real plans to move to Alaska. I was going to move to Alaska. I do not know why, but I had a bright idea to move to Alaska. But then I started researching about living in Alaska. If you live in Alaska, it's because you from Alaska. Because who can live in negative degree? First of all, I'm going to need some nighttime. Y'all don't have no nighttime. I'm going to need some sun. Well, y'all got plenty of sun, but I don't need that type of sun. Like, I think y'all get like an hour night, something ridiculous. You live off the grid, which means you pretty much can live anywhere. I saw people who was renovating school buses, and though that was cool, like if I had some people with me and we can survive like that, but just me solo, I need a door that I can lock. So I cannot do it. Random thing, dumb thing, I should be ashamed to admit. Number 20. You do it, because some of y'all I don't synced do it. I karate kick handles in public bathrooms to keep from touching them. Because when you see a sign that says please wash your hands, that's your hint that you know what you're dealing with. 21. I play musical toilets also. So if I go in the first toilet and it's not flushed, I go in the second toilet. If I go in the second toilet and it's not flushed, I go to the third one. If those are my only options, I'll go back in, close my eyes, and kick the handle. Commercial break. Please, for the sake of all of America and those who use public bathrooms, flush the daggone toilet. It takes you half a second to flush the toilet. Flush the toilet. I'm back. 22. I pulled up at the gym one time, y'all, because I go to the gym at Old Dark 30. I pulled up at the gym one time, and I fell asleep in the car with my mouth wide open. I don't want to sleep that long though, like 10 minutes, but I do know my mouth was open, wide open. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. 30. 31. 32. 33. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. 41. 42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. 49. 50. 51. 52. 53. 54. 55. 56. 57. 58. 59. 60. 61. 62. 63. 64. 65. 66. 67. 68. 69. 70. 71. 72. 73. 74. 75. 76. 77. 78. 79. 80. 81. 82. 83. 84. 85. 86. 87. 88. 89. 90. 91. 92. 93. 94. 95. 96. 97. 98. 99. 100. 101. 102. 103. 104. 105. 106. 107. 108. 109. 110. 111. 112. 113. 114. 115. 116. 117. 118. 119. 120. 121. 122. 123. 124. 125. 126. 127. 128. 1 23. I used to think that if you fried meat, because I don't really fry meat, I bake stuff because I don't want to have to stand there and watch it mainly. I used to think if you fried meat and it bled, it was rotten. So you can imagine how much food I threw away. I was like, what's wrong with this meat? And then I asked my aunt. I was like, does this mean something's wrong? Is rotten or freezer burnt or something? And she said, with her little smart mouth, well, if I throw you in the skillet and fry you, you gonna bleed too. So then I knew it was nothing wrong with it. 24. I called myself a couple of years ago because one of my students' mom made me this really pretty, she crocheted this really beautiful blanket for me and all these other things. And I said, I'm going to learn how to crochet. And because my mind tells me sometimes I can, well, all the time really, that I can do anything, I decided I was going to make me a blanket too. And then, you know, it was a little bit more hard than I thought. So then I said, well, I'm going to make a baby blanket. And then, you know, I ended up making a pot holder. Last one. Dumb thing that I should be ashamed to admit. Like, if I sneeze, and you don't even have to know me, if you're in my vicinity, if I sneeze and you don't say bless you, I feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I feel some type of way. Because I feel like that's protocol. Achoo, bless you. Achoo, bless you. It's protocol. It's like peanut butter and jelly. Apples and oranges. Some things go together. Ice and water. Lemon and aid. It goes together. So when somebody sneezes, achoo, you say bless you. Okay? But these are just 25 things, kind of dumb things that I should be ashamed to admit, but I ain't. Have a good week. See y'all next time. God bless you. Bye-bye.